got the Omni Terminator out here today for a bit of a test. I've just serviced the front and rear diffs on this, and I can't remember what I had in there previously, and I was thinking about what to put in both of them so that it's not overly tail happy. While I was doing it, I thought I'd do a bit of an experiment and do something I've never really done before, is make the rear heavier than the front. So I've put in 20k oil in the front and 30k in the back, and I just wanted to see how it performs really. Probably won't be great, but let's see how it does. It's lively. I forgot how lively this car is. I think I've got about 100k in the center diff, but I didn't change that out this time because I think I did it a few months ago. Let's give it a bit of a jump. Feels okay at the moment, but it's quite hard to judge because of the terrain. I'm so glad that spring is here, which basically means the RC's come back out. This feels quite hard to judge at the moment. For anyone getting into RCs, I really recommend getting an Omni Terminator as a first hobby grade RC. It's super fun, and for me it was the truck that really got me into RC and got me hooked. It wasn't my first brushless hobby grade RC. The first one was an MJX 16th scale, I think. And that was really fun, but it was this one that really got me into it because the quality you get for the price is honestly quite unbeatable. And if any of you guys are thinking of getting one, just get one because you won't be disappointed. When I got mine, I actually got the full RTR version, but if I were buying it again, I would actually get the roller version and just put some cheap Hobbywing electronics in it and use your own radio, because the roller is super cheap on the Rlaarlo website. And if you are thinking of getting one, please do use my affiliate link. It just helps support the channel, doesn't cost you anything. And if you use my discount code, which is RCReset, one word, then you get an extra 10% off, which makes the Rlaarlo roller, or the Omni Terminator roller, come to, I think, around $162. which is in pounds around £120 at the moment, and you really just cannot beat that price. So yeah, really recommend this rig. And despite the fact that, you know, I've moved on in my kind of RC journey from this RC, I still find myself reaching for it quite often because it's just a great RC to have in your collection that you can just throw in a backpack, take on holiday with you, and you don't really need to think about it much. With the bigger RCs, you've got to plan your journeys a bit more, and sometimes you can't always take a bigger RC to places with you, which is the advantage of having something a bit smaller in the collection. And this thing is just super durable as well. I've not had much go wrong with it at all. You know, the things I don't like about this RC are generally fairly minor. You know, if you are new to the hobby, it's not the easiest truck to work on, in my opinion. You know, for that, the Armour 3S range are really good because they're quite simple to learn. And once you do it once or twice, you kind of get the hang of it. The Omni Terminator is a bit harder to get to grips with in comparison. And the other thing I don't like on the Omni Terminator is the hardware quality. The hardware quality is honestly rubbish. So you really need to be careful when taking that hardware out. So my recommendation would be to make sure you put some heat on the screws where they're going into metal before you try and extract them. I'd also recommend using some decent quality tools and take your time taking that hardware out, because otherwise you're going to strip it. And that's happened to me on quite a few of the screw heads on this, and I just don't have time to slit holes in the hardware to take it out. So what you end up doing is going around the vehicle, taking other parts out that you don't really need to take out to get to the center diff, for example, which, you know, just makes working on the vehicle a bit harder. But luckily, it doesn't break that often. So overall, in terms of, you know, what you pay for it, what you get, it's a fantastic deal. But those things for me are the trade-offs. The other thing on this that is slightly frustrating is the standard wheelie bar. And you'll notice that I don't have the standard wheelie bar on here. I've got a plastic mod in the middle, which just helps for those wheelie bar screws not to bend. Any of you that have Omni Terminator will know what I'm talking about, because those screws bend really quickly. I got this cheap one. compared to something like this. I managed to drop my mic and just realised, so you probably didn't hear anything I said. Forget it. Let me know what you guys are running in your Omni Terminator in terms of diff weights. I know it's a bit of a subjective thing, it's down to personal preference as well. Personally, I like to slide my cars around a bit without them being too tail happy. Super fun RC. Just can't go wrong with this. Now, if it was £100 more expensive or $100 more expensive, then I don't think I'd recommend it. I'd just tell you to get an Armour 2 to 3S or a 3S. But because of the price, this is a great RC. It's engineered really well as well, I think. And you don't really appreciate that when you're quite new to the hobby. It's only until you try a few other cars and you realise this is quite overbuilt for a small RC. I think that also makes it a bit harder to work on. Oh no, that is the battery gone. Cool, alright, thanks guys for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed that little bash, and it was just a bit of a casual one for me, just to check out if the diffs were working okay. They seem okay, but I think I need to test them out on a tarmac surface just to see how it's sliding around, etc. It's quite hard to tell on here, but I had fun, and I'm glad spring is back, so we can do this a little bit more often and take the RCs out. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.